Alright, Mike Schlummer, founder of Trademygun. We just got back from World Cup 2019. Came out of the 88 degree temperatures back to 17 degrees and snow. So other than that, we're here to show you a ton of used guns that are going to be hitting our website. A lot of these guns will sell before they hit the website, so all you have to do is call us, 260-357-1560, or shoot us an email, sales@trademygun.com. Otherwise, go to trademygun.com, and we'll start getting these online after we go through them, clean them, tech them, get them put in our system, and get them online. So with that, let's hit the guns. We got over 150 used guns that'll be hitting the website. A bunch of really nice CS2s. This is just raw, guys. So this is right out of the, right out of the trailer. Full kit. Some have full kits, some have partial kits. Super hot custom, really clean CS2 here. Prestige. We've got a twister with the certificate. CS2s over here. That twister is going to be hot. So if you were looking for a twister, hit us up quick. CS2s, we've got a couple CSRs, 3 CSRs, bunch of CS1s. I don't remember all the colors, but Atlantic, Combat, HDE, maybe Orange Blue Tang, that's probably a Viper. I call that a vampire, but whatever. Orange, here's a couple of CS 1.5s, real clean. Again, sometimes we'll add barrel inserts, we'll change barrels, things like that. CS1 without a barrel, we'll fix that before it goes online. What do we got here? 3.5s. We've got a couple of 3.5s here. A nice GI cut 3.5 for any GI sponsored team. That'll be a hot one. Some, like this one, is in pretty rough condition. So, they'll be priced accordingly online. Some Geo 3s. Some with IV cores, some without IV cores. IV core, generally what you're looking for is a gray back cap. That'll tell you you've got an IV core. Geo 2 with an IV core. A lot of different older guns that is really cool to see. We've got LVs. We've got the LV 1.1s, I believe. So on a 1.1 versus a 1, I'm going to show you two things here. The differences between the 1.1 and the 1 is the foregrip is a 1 piece and a 1.1. See how it's a single piece versus 2 pieces here. But you can buy that grip, so sometimes people will have a 1 piece on it. The barrel also, I believe it's a pro tip. They changed the barrel tips, okay? But all that stuff you can change. The only internal change is the LPR chamber. The 1.1 has a slightly larger chamber. You can't see it, but it's there, so it runs at a slightly lower internal pressure. We've tested both guns. We can't tell the difference, but anyhow, that is the difference. The only way to really tell if you have a 1 versus a 1.1, the 1.1 is going to have the serial number right on the top by the feed neck. The 1.0 will have the serial number back here under the rammer cap. So, if you've got a gun and you're trying to figure out if it's a 1 or a 1.1, serial number is really the only way to tell. So a couple of Midnight 1.1s. We've got a few LV 1.0s. This one's got an extra barrel, so that's nice. Some 11 Egos. I don't know if they have dart bolts or not, but you'll see when we get them online. Those don't. Ooh, an SLS. Look at this SLS with the full kit. So that's a super hot gun, and this gun is pretty clean. One thing to look at also with the poppet guns is the breech. It's hard to find one that's super clean. This has got some scratches in it, but not too bad. But that's what I'll generally look at for condition, is just the breech wear. And like this one's pretty darn clean. The problem with poppet guns is if you get a gun that was down south, like in Florida or something like that, where there's a lot of sand, you can't help but get sand in that breech, and that bolt's just rubbing across it, so it's gonna scratch it up. Not a big deal, but that's something that's good to look at. All right, Luxes, HK Ripper, I think that's called. And then we got some other just standard Lux X's here. This is a sticker. Generally we take stickers like that off, so that'll be cleaned up. Couple of ices, and then some older Luxes, I believe OLEDs. Yeah, we got OLEDs right here. So this is a real hot Hulk green dust. That's pretty unique. Those, you know, I haven't seen too many of those. But so we'll move on over to the next guns. Okay, so more Luxes. We've got some OLEDs, another ice. That's a pretty hot ice. You know, this one is just a standard 2.0. So a mix of 2.0s and OLEDs. Now we're going to move into some dye guns. I'm going to show you these two guys here. I'm going to swap these around. So, M3Ss. These are all M3Ss right here. These have the updates, the plus updates. And check this out. These two look the same, right? They've got everything with them. This guy actually has the plus Pops ASA. So that's what the plus has. This is what was stock on it. Super nice upgrade actually. So when people say it has the upgrades, the plus upgrades, generally they're talking about a bolt, knife pipe, some other internal updates, but rarely do you see one with the Pops ASA. So that's pretty cool, and it's got the stock one with it. Another plus, we've got an M2, Moss Airs. That's not, I don't think that is. I can't tell without opening up the boards. I don't see that we have any charging pads, but we'll sort through that and see if they've got the Moss updates or not. But that's a hot carbon. That was a real popular M2. And these are all, honestly, most of our guns are in really good condition. So that's nice to see. Some older dyes, DM15, I'm not sure, DM9 maybe. Another 15 and a 14. This is a good example to show a difference between the 14 and 15. Look at the feed neck. Shorter feed neck, taller feed neck. This is a 14, that's a 15. The other thing is, look in the end, the 15s have Billy Wing bolts. So you'll see a red bolt in there versus silver. Sometimes they'll have that updated, but that's about the only real differences between the 14 and the 15 is the feed neck, trigger, and actually I don't even think the trigger's different, but the feed neck and the Billy Wing bolt came stock in the 15. A couple of nice GSRs, all the stuff with them. We got a black one, a blue one, a red one, DM14, that's like a bomber or something. A couple of actually CZRs. This one was unfortunate. It was a new gun that somehow got dinged on our wall, so that happens sometimes. Can't sell that as new, so it's going to go used. Rises, some older protos, you know, nice beginner guns. So, alright, we're going to move on over to the next one. More guns. We've got E-Techs, AMs, E-Tech 2s. I think that's a 3. Yeah, that's an E-Tech 3, E-Tech 3, LTs, another LT. Kind of hit the shockers, XLS, 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 and then we've got the RSX. Or no, those are, yeah, RSXs. So you can see the difference of what they did with these guys. You've got the bigger trigger frames. They've stretched the gun out a little bit. They put bigger hardware on the XLS to make it easier to you know, turn the guns on and off versus the old hardware that was on it. Both really, really great guns. Both have OLED boards. Another RSX, and then we've got more E-Techs. A lot of that's a 4. There's a 3. All LTs for some reason. A lot of times we'll get the AM, which is, the AM is a metal frame, the LT is a composite frame. Ether 2, that'll go quick, and a couple of Ether 1s. Alright, let's move on over to the next table. Okay, 6s. These are the new axes, so we got a few in. Not a ton of them, but we did get a few 6s. Solid mid-level gun. JT Impulse. Custom. Look at that baby. That's pretty hot. We don't see Impulses very often anymore. We did get a couple of original axes, and I think that's a Fusion Elite. Dangerous Powers. We've got some clones, we'll hit these first and then we'll go around to the other side. So we've got a couple clones in, clone 5s. There's a drone 2. We do have a couple of primes and another clone 5. Stealth and a couple Bob Long guns over here. So we've got an HK Ripper. Oh, we got a couple 170Rs. Nice, some more PE guns. Couple of used 170Rs. There were some of the older G-Techs up there. And here's an E-Tech with a mechanical frame on it and the electronic frame up in that box there. So that's a nice combo if you're looking for a low end, not low end, but a lower cost mechanical gun. That'd be a great option for you. So you can see all the G-Techs. We've got 160Rs up there. Good selection of those. Let's work back down here now. We got in the new Vapor. So we're going to be doing some, before this gets sold, we're going to be doing some videos and some shooting with that. Because we're looking at picking those up and you know, trying to get those in stock new. So we should have that very soon. Vanquishes, Onslaught, Vanquish 1.5. Honestly, this is probably more popular than the GT. It's lighter weight. That I think is a 1.5. The Vanquish 1s came with the, oh look at that. This is a Vanquish 1 because it comes with the carbon tip and the inserts. The 1.5, it's probably got the 1.5 updates, we'll have to check. But the 1.5s were the same body style, but they came with the full barrel kit. They didn't have the, you know, the carbon tip. Super hot Insight NG. Look at that, baby. Oh my gosh. That's sick. That's a sick anno. Some more Vanquishes, GTs, Vanquish 2s. You know, it all depends on the bolt. There's Vanquish 2s with the V16. And then there's actual Vanquish GTs. You want to look for the blue bolt to make sure it's got the V16. Probably won't be able to see it in the video, but look down the breech. If you got a blue bolt, you've got a V16 engine, and that might be in a, it could even be in a 1.5 gun for that matter. But anyhow, some nice Vanquishes, and here's a, that's kind of a cool custom, like a Galaxy kind of anno. So that's pretty cool. So anyhow, that's one more table that we're going to hit after that. But over 150 guns. Remember, call us 260-357-1560. We can take close-up pictures, send them to you. You know, try to pull the gun ahead of the pack for you if there's something that you see that you really want to jump on. Okay, this is the last table. These are guns without cases. Some of them are without barrels. A lot of times we will find cases for them, change barrels, whatever we need to do to, you know, to bring it together. Axe Pro, Clone 5, another original axe. We've got a Lux 2, 08 Ego, DM15, remember the shorter feed neck, and if we look at it, yep, it's got the Billy Wing bolt. G6R, that won't last long. That's a standard, there's no OLED board. VCOM, I think, Bob Long VCOM. And then at Phase, Bob Long Phase, we don't get very many phases. Mark 6, if you're looking for something old school. Blitz, there you go. There's Odin Blitz. We got a V1 Victory. That's like a vicious 07 Ego with the Pops ASA on it. Ether 2 without a barrel. Sniper pump. Boy, that gun goes back. That gun really kind of started a revolution in paintball right there. The Smart Parts Ion. 3 more DSRs. Look at that. No cases. We've got a Code and E-Tech. I believe that's an E-Tech 1, maybe a 2. I'm not sure. I think I need E-Tech 2 off the top of my head. So that's it, guys. Over 150 used guns. Remember, call us 260-357-1560. Go to our website, Trademygun.com. We will get you pictures, get it cleaned up, pull it out of the pack, and try to get you into that the gun that kind of tickles your fancy. So thanks for tuning in.